Things to know when you're buying a cub with a sickle bar. I already knew that this sickle bar was probably just a bunch of junk pieces put together to make this look like it had an attachment. So basically, being around farm tractors all my freaking life, you run into all kinds of cobbed up, messed up, and I don't know what possesses people to do this, but this pin goes in here, okay? And I'm basically, if there's any restoring left to this sickle bar, I'd like to restore it and possibly make it work. But as you can see, someone brazed this whole piece, probably because they didn't have this control arm here that holds this at a 90 degree to the tractor. So basically what happened is they probably broke this, so they brazed this all back together. It's all brass, solid brass, and then they brazed, it looks like it was a bolt at one time, but this should just be a pin in here, and it shouldn't be welded like that. I had to cut that off to get it off. And now this side here, they've done the same thing. They welded it in there, and that pin is probably supposed to be something like this again. I don't exactly know. It's been a long time since I've worked on one of these, so I'm basically going to take it all apart, and I'm going to, like I say, try and restore it. I don't know if the bar is going to be worth restoring. I may have to buy another bar. This piece is fine, but I mean, you can see, look at this, thing's been hammered, that's hammered, that's hammered. They've all seen a real rough life. There's pieces missing. There's pieces, this whole piece is missing, and this whole piece here has been brazed up in there. So that piece there is broken, and you can see they brazed this again. For what reason, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to cut all this shit off and then, you know, just start all over. This is still on here. I took it off because, like I say, I'm going to try and clean this all up and see if it's worth restoring. This bar will probably be good, you know, the tail end where it shoots the hay in, so you have a wheel to run your tire in while you cut the next row. So these are the things you run into when you're working on old farm tractors. Somebody has converted to 12 volt, but I also noticed that resistor right there, when you hook the cable on, it gets super hot. So whoever wired it didn't wire it right. So that's all got to come out. I'm not going to be using this tractor right off the bat. The good thing about this thing is it's got all 4 weights on the wheels. I did manage to get those with it. I'm going to be looking for a lot of other things. This, obviously, nobody knew enough to free that up to make the brakes stay so you could get off the tractor and have it not roll away. I mean, there's a lot of things that got to be, that, you know, that little pinch bolt up there, that thing's rusted solid. The throttle doesn't move worth a crap. The hydraulic arm, there's something wrong with that. There's the springs missing there, so it doesn't push it against the guide to hold it. So there's a whole bunch of things that I really need to kind of address with this. Basically, I'm taking this off because I'm going to take this to a tractor show here locally, and I just don't want the sickle bar on there and somebody walk around and get hurt on it. And yeah, so I'll give you an update. the tag on the block up there, they're pretty much in not legible, really. Yeah, there's an external coil on here apparently. Where the hell is that at? Oh, there it is. I see it. It's up there. Yeah. So they're not using the coil off of the distributor, probably because they converted it to 12 volt. I may just switch it back to 6 volt. There's no real reason to have 12 volt on it. The tractor was made at 6 volt. There's no reason why it shouldn't work with 6 volt. This thing doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff on it that it needs 12 volts for, so I may convert that back. I have CUB low boys. I'm not sure if the generator mount is the same mount. I know the C60 motor is the same motor. I may have to figure out how to get the I may have to figure out, look at that, it's not even in there straight. Okay, I may have to find a bracket or something to mount the generator back in there and get that all working right. So yeah, I'll just give you a little walk around here. It's 1949 as far as I know. Looks like somebody put a new seal in here. It looks fairly recent. This pulley doesn't look like it's too awful old, but yeah, the tires are not bad. Nothing to write home to mom about, but they're good. They'll hold air. They'll be fine. The front tires are fine. We've got a lot of cobness going on here. This is all cobbed up. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a petcock up in here, so I'm going to be taking that off, and I'll be putting a petcock in there, and I'll be getting rid of this fuel line, fuel filter, and this, whatever the hell this is, this brass canister. So, but it starts up and it runs. It could probably use some plugs, but this winter, I'll be taking it apart, and I'll be cleaning up this tin and getting some of this crap off of it, and make it look a little more presentable than it is. And the grill's all there. They're the wrong lights. That's not the period correct lights for this tractor. This is all bent to shit, so I'm going to straighten that out. So I'll put it in the press, and I'll straighten that out. And so there you go. 1949. Yeah, it's older than me. All right, like, subscribe, and guitar pickers, keep on picking.